BMW automobile error codes. If you're looking for help fixing your BMW automobile, look no further. Our comprehensive BMW automobile error code guide will explain common issues, provide tips, and show you how to read your model's error codes. Code B0004. PCM discrete input speed signal not present. Code B0005. In park switch circuit malfunction. Code B0016. RF. Passenger frontal deployment loop single stage or stage 1 resistance low. Code B0017. RF. Passenger frontal deployment loop single stage or stage 1 open. Code B0018. RF. Passenger frontal deployment loop single stage or stage 1 short to ground. Voltage out of range. Code B0022. LF. Driver frontal deployment loop single stage or stage 1 resistance low. Code B0024. LF. Driver frontal deployment loop single stage or stage 1 short to ground. Voltage out of range. Code B0026. LF. Driver frontal deployment loop single stage or stage 1 open. Code B0028. RF. Passenger side deployment loop resistance low. Code B0029. RF. Passenger side deployment loop open. Code B0030. RF. Passenger side deployment loop short to ground. Voltage out of range. Code B0035. Ads closed. Shorted to ground. Code B0036. Ads open. Missing. Shorted to battery. Code B0037. O switch closed. Shorted to ground. Code B0038. O switch open. Shorted to battery. Code B0040. LF. Driver side deployment loop resistance low. Code B0041. LF. Driver side deployment loop open. Code B0045. LF side deploy loop short to ground. Voltage out of range. Code B0051. Deployment commanded. Code B0053. Deployment commanded with loop malfunctions present. Code B0057. RF. Passenger pretensioner deployment loop resistance low. Code B0058. RF. Passenger pretensioner deployment loop open. Code B0059. RF. Passenger pretensioner deployment loop short to ground. Voltage out of range. Code B0064. LF. Driver pretensioner deployment loop resistance low. Code B0065. LF. Driver pretensioner deployment loop open. Code B0066. LF. Driver pretensioner deployment loop short to ground. Voltage out of range. Code B0073. Supplemental deployment loop number 1 resistance low. Code B0074. Supplemental deployment loop number 1 open. Code B0075. Supplemental deployment loop number 1 short to ground. Voltage out of range. Code B0077. LF. Driver sys malfunction. Code B0078. RF. Passenger sys malfunction. Code B0079. Incorrect LF. Driver sys installed. Code B0080. Discard LF. Driver sys. Code B0081. Incorrect RF. Passenger sys installed. Code B0082. Discard RF. Passenger sys. Code B0086. Supplemental deployment loop number 2 resistance low. Code B0087. Supplemental deployment loop number 2 open. Code B0088. Supplemental deployment loop number 2 short to ground. Voltage out of range. Code B0090. Active switch voltage out of range. Code B0091. Active switch wrong state. Code B0092. PPS passenger detection error. Code B0093. PPS. CPS self-test malfunction. Code B0094. CPS child seat detection error. Code B0095. SDM PPS. CPS mismatch malfunction. Code B0126. Right panel discharge temperature fault. Code B0131. Right heater discharge temperature fault. Code B0159. Outside air temperature sensor circuit range. Performance. Code B0164. Passenger compartment temperature sensor number 1 single sensor or LH circuit range. Performance. Code B0169. In-car temp sensor failure passenger not used. Code B0174. Output air temperature sensor number 1 upper, single or LH circuit range. Performance. Code B0179. Output air temperature sensor number 2 lower, single or LH circuit range. Performance. Code B0184. Solar load sensor number 1 CKT range. Code B0189 solar load sensor number 2 CKT range. Code B0248 mode door inoperative error. Code B0249. Heater. Defrost. AC door range error. Code B0268. I door inoperative error. Code B0269. Air inlet door range error. Code B0408. Temperature control number 1 main. Front circuit malfunction. Code B0409. Air mix door number 1 range error. Code B0419. Air mix door number 2 range error. Code B0423. Air mix door number 2 inoperative error. Code B0428. Air mix door number 3 inoperative error. Code B0429. Temperature control number 3 rear circuit range. Performance. Code B0510. RH panel discharge temp sensor failure. Source bimafest.com.